Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Rusty's Mustang Garage, where I am rebuilding a 1965 Mustang Coupe and documenting it along the way. Today's video is going to be more or less a 2021 recap and a 2022 goals video. It's a little late, I probably should have had this out in January, but the weather was kind of crummy, so we're doing it now. But before we get into the video, I'd like to thank everyone who subscribed and left comments. It really does help out the channel and I appreciate it. So what did I get in 2021? Well, 2021 was mostly spent as a planning and material ordering type of year. I did get some work done on the car, but most of it was really just planning out what needed to be done, ordering parts, and getting everything in line. Some of the parts I did get ordered up were some doors, two-piece cowl side panels, rear frame rails, new transition pan, inner rockers. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, got some trunk floor drop-offs and rear trunk brace. As far as what work was done, I had cut out the trunk floor and everything in the back. I did get the jig finished, as you can see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Hopefully in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, we'll be mounting the car on top of the jig. All depends on the weather. We're expecting snow again tomorrow, and since we're outdoors, that could be a bit of an issue. So what goals have I set for 2022? Well, I think I've set a bit of an ambitious schedule. The plan is to get the car on the jig as soon as possible, hopefully, like I said, in the next week or two. From there, I will be making sure it is square on the jig. Well, maybe not square on the jig, but square to itself. Locking everything down, making sure all the body panels line up, all the gaps are good before I start cutting everything out. Once everything is locked down, we're going to be starting in the interior, pulling the floor out, and installing two new inner rocker panels. After the rocker panels are in, I will probably start on the rear frame rails, as the frame rails weld to the inner rockers. Replace the transition pan, and then probably move on to the front where the cowl and the firewall need to be replaced. So a bit of an ambitious year. I think I can get it done. Once it gets on the jig, things should move a lot faster. And hopefully you'll stick around for the ride. Aside from working on the car, I actually do have a couple other small fabrication projects I have to take care of that will help working on the car. So let's take a look at those now. One of the indoor projects I want to do is find a better way to mount the hose to the compressor. As it is right now, I'm just coiling the hose around the handle, and it's really not all that convenient. I've got an inexpensive manual hose reel from Harbor Freight, and I'm going to try to work some, maybe build some sort of framework over the top of the motor and the compressor pump, and see if I can mount that reel on top of it. I also got an hour meter for the motor, that way I can watch the maintenance intervals on it, and I'll be hooking that up as well. Okay, some of the other indoor projects I'm going to be looking at are, I need to build a new welding cart for the Vulcan welder. It's too large for the frame or the cart that it's on now, and it's not exactly stable. So dragging that around the driveway in the garage is a pretty good potential for it falling off the cart that it's on now. I'll build the cart probably very similar to this one I built for the plasma cutter. You know, it's all made out of angle iron, a couple pieces of sheet metal, and some wheels. No biggie, probably take half a day to build, maybe. All right, so if time allows, I'll probably build a proper engine run stand for the engine. Right now it's just sitting on a really cheap 1-inch tube steel frame that sagged really badly, so I stuck it on a little caster dolly type setup with some 2x6s and some wheels. That seems to hold it a little bit better, but I want to be able to get it running this spring, maybe summer. It's been sitting for too many years at this point. Need to get it running again, make sure it's working. All right then, that's what I pretty much have planned for 2022. Hopefully everything goes my way timing wise. I get everything done that I want to get done, maybe more. So if you want to stick around and follow, why not hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and leave some comments. It really helps out.